here we are again. My favorite time of year. I'm so glad to be here. This is our time to learn from you, our best and most committed partners. As this wave of industrial transformation builds, we gather here each year to share stories, successes and challenges, and to align on the job of building and deploying technology to elevate workers. The goal of zero injuries, zero waste, and zero unplanned downtime is in your hands. And we're here to deliver the tools you need to get the job done. We are grateful to all of you for working with us in this important mission, and for being here to share your stories with us today. So each year has a focus. And this year, I want to call attention to how your organizations are already achieving massive results at scale. Already saving workers from injuries, already reducing waste and emissions, and already avoiding hundreds of millions of dollars of lost productivity each year. These results are being enjoyed now by many of your organizations today. And the success comes down to three things: value, scale, and action. In my remarks, and then in the keynotes, in the panel discussion, and the technical learning sessions to follow, we will focus on how these three things, value, scale, and action, illuminate the path to success with industrial transformation. This is our 10th summit. It seems wild that in 2014, KCF Technologies was only a 22-person company with only mildly proficient PowerPoint skills. We've come a long way in many ways, and we're working with the majority of the largest and most critical industrial operators. Over 100,000 machines on 6 continents, and the spread continues. As I said, the three key themes today are value, scale, and action. And all three of these are enabled by active collaboration. Collaboration on how those in your industry and others can achieve value. Collaboration on how to scale these new technologies. And collaboration on how your teams take proactive actions. Because there are three forces shaping the current reality for all of our customers, creating pressure and motivating change. First, production requirements, global competition, and sustainability demands are increasing. On top of that, the big new challenge is the shortage of skilled workers. These shortages are bad, and they're going to get worse. And finally, this wave of new transformative technologies offers potential salvation, but it also creates distraction and data overload, making it difficult for organizations to see value and to deploy it at scale in a way that supports positive action. It's a challenging situation right now that creates tremendous pressure across all of your industries, and it begs for a solution. The good news is that there is a solution. That's why we're here to listen and to share and to collaborate. The machine health problem is solvable because 80% of the root causes that degrade machinery are avoidable. Improper operating conditions, improper maintenance, and poor system configuration. These problems are all proactively solvable. You just need to deploy the right comprehensive machine health platform, get the right data, do the right analysis, and take the right action. The other good news is that the fourth industrial revolution is well underway, and many organizations represented here especially are already doing it at scale. Yet many others still lack measurable progress and are stuck in pilot purgatory. While the others spin their wheels and the wireless vibration sensor market is seemingly more competitive and confusing than ever, your story is one of validated success. Yours is the success that others seek. Informed, actionable insights to proactively address industrial problems, value, scale, and action. And this is the difference between success and purgatory. Value, deploying a platform that can serve up the right data for all of your critical machines, not just some. Scale, a system that enables your organization to perform the right analysis at the scale of your enterprise, whether you have 2,000, 20,000, or 200,000 workers. And action, a solution that serves up sustainable, actionable information that your workers will adopt and make standard. And so we're gathered here today to share these lessons and to learn from each other and to move the market. But what exactly is the market? Here's a question. Look at the industries that are other than yours that are represented here. How much are you learning from those in other industries? Usually not a lot. Most of you tell us that you pay closest attention to your own industry, especially your own company. This is perfectly natural, especially considering the three forces of pressure, but sharing knowledge between industries can be especially valuable. The power of everyone coming together in this room today is a great way to do just that. So one suggestion, please do learn from each other and share. There is so much to gain. And start while you're here, because KCF is closely aware of and attentively serving the critical machine health needs of all these industries, and quite a few more. Because the machine health related issues across very different industries are more similar than some realize. The steel industry, for example, depends on many overhead gantry cranes that are critical to production. Cranes are an intermittent, challenging application, and most companies have struggled to deliver a solution. We have fielded a solution for this application, and it was demanded by our metals customers. And now that same solution can be deployed in auto engine plants, heavy truck manufacturing, paper mills, and a lot more. Together, your companies representing these industries have turned action into value at scale and realized over $4 billion in savings. Yet measuring the value in terms of dollars can be challenging. It's difficult to quantify an avoided incident because the failure never actually develops. So how do we measure the value? One suggestion is to recognize the difference between facts and truth. The facts of value and savings and return on investment can be difficult to measure, but the truth of industrial transformation and its impact on your people, your workers, and your operations is as clear as day in every plant that we serve. Our customers enjoy these truths, having the peace of mind to go home in the evening and enjoy dinner with your family rather than being called back in for an emergency. Spending the majority of your team's time proactively addressing the root causes of issues rather than reactively putting out fires. And enjoying the winning attitude of competitive advantage that comes from continuous improvement rather than struggling for survival. And especially, knowing that your workers will believe in the technology and commit to a better way, a safer, more efficient, more productive way. And many of our customers have already driven value to full scale and benefit from the actions across the whole enterprise. Like David at Georgia Pacific, who has seen a 50% reduction in unplanned downtime. Raymond at RYAM, who is controlling how they manage the equipment rather than being controlled by it. And Mark at CalFrac, where overall maintenance capital spend undershot the budget by nearly $12 million. That's powerful success. At our core, KCF exists to build technology that elevates people. And the people, your people, leverage that technology to solve important industrial problems at scale. In our internal communications, we employ a version of Jim Collins' strategy flywheel with 3 stages: compete, grow, and sustain. The flywheel prompts a question for you. Where are you on this transformation path today? Compete, grow, or sustain? How will you guarantee the survival of your organization, your plant, your team? The main point is that all organizations are transforming from reactive to proactive machine health. It is not optional. It's just a matter of time, a question of speed and scale, and it comes back to the flywheel. We first compete for the privilege to serve your plants, and then we compete for the hearts and minds of your workers to create value with technology. Then we leverage that success to build scale, ultimately growing to 100% coverage on your machines. And finally, we sustain success with continuous improvement actions, while always being ready for the next change, the next disruption that takes us back around the flywheel again. You'll shortly hear from several keynote speakers who each represent various stages in this transformation journey. First, Kristen Sweeney of US Aggregates and John Farr of EDL Energy represent the early stage, the compete stage, in their first year of deployment or so, but already achieving rapid success. And then Gareth Taylor from CMC represents the growth stage, rapidly scaling the use of KCF's technology in the newest and most efficient North American steel mills, including on the crane applications I mentioned. And then Tom Brodsky, recently arrived last night, represents the Sustain stage. During his time at Georgia-Pacific and now in his role as a consultant, Tom has helped many organizations reach the point of sustainment and will help share the lessons learned today. And then on our executive panel, we have Tatiana Borges from RigCloud, with game-changing early adoption in upstream oil and gas, plus Alex Puentes from Carpenter Steel in the growth stage, and then David Bonfante of Georgia-Pacific and John Yutzi, now of Synthomer, representing sustained action at full scale. The truth of the transformation journey and its business impact looks like this. First, there is the initial step change in year one, building confidence and success with the easiest improvements, catching flagrant issues before they blow up. That's the value, the first value. And then second, scale. In the subsequent years, sustained improvement by also addressing complex and intermittent issues and proactively addressing the true root cause of the problem. We call this going beyond predictive at scale. And third, sustaining the improved state with persistent action over subsequent months and years. Permanent improvement relative to the baseline, with a constant flood of new sources of continuous improvement while your processes and your people and your production systems evolve. Look at the upper right side of this graph. Over a 5-year period, that's tens of thousands of events that are proactively avoided. Each event risks hurting a worker. Chronic back injuries, a smashed thumb during reactive work, or a severe burn from a fire. Each event causes waste. Inefficient pump systems needlessly wasting energy, oversized compressors, and replacement parts shipped halfway around the world overnight. And each event risks lost productivity. A failed RTO stopping production, the conveyance system shutting down the line, or the pump system failing. These deaths by 1,000 paper cuts, tens of thousands of them over 5 years, hurt your bottom line. And that makes the difference between survival and death during the time of industrial transformation. Similar results can be achieved the old-fashioned way, the hard way. And Toyota Manufacturing, we have a great contingent from Toyota again here today. Toyota Manufacturing is the best example of continuous improvement with people at the center to deliver results like this. But Toyota has accomplished this slowly, deliberately, over many decades of training and cultural reinforcement. Now, there are no shortcuts to continuous improvement, but there is a fast lane. Technology offers a path to achieve similar outcomes much faster because the sensors, the AI, and the applications make your team much more proactive and offer ways to motivate, monitor, and elevate. And there is a gap between what our customers enjoy, value, scale, and action, versus those stuck in pilot purgatory. One way to measure the gap is by examining the scale of deployment within an industry. For example, in pulp and paper mills, other approaches can only address either the basic rotating machinery or the critical machinery with expensive wired solutions, but not both. And also especially not the complex intermittent applications either. And so these other approaches limit the scope of deployment to only about 20% of the total. KCF's customers, you, achieve full-scale deployment. And this success grows from our core purpose. At KCF, we started with a dream 24 years ago to build technology that elevates people. And this dream provided the motivation to build the world's first and most successful comprehensive machine health platform. With this platform, we are following through on our vision for the future. 0 injuries, 0 waste, and 0 unplanned downtime. That dream is achieved by demonstrating value, scaling up, and fostering continuous improvement action every day. And of course, we at KCF must continue to do our part to build the solutions that fuel your improvements. The next evolution in your transformation journey starts here with the comprehensive machine health platform. The most impactful feature that I'm the most excited about, now with a full year of proven success, is the desk in smart diagnostics. Your organizations are proactively tackling issues, over 20,000 to date, and rising exponentially. The AI-fueled analysis models and the mobile app for in-field communications, desk, models, and mobile. These combine to make this solution the most easy-to-use and scalable solution that the industrial world has seen. I spend a lot of time personally reviewing desk tickets, hundreds and hundreds of successfully solved issues every week. Each one has its own story, and each one makes me glad because it reduces the risk of a worker being injured. It reduces waste, and it helps your plant operate. And we continue to develop. In fact, the next generation software is already under development. The big new focus is to make the experience more personal and tailored for specific users, engineers, maintainers, operators, and leaders in direct collaboration, which will once again triple the rate of productivity, proactive continuous improvement. And the story is similar for the data gathering sensors and gateways. The solution always starts with the core, ubiquitous, easy to deploy, wireless vibration and temperature sensors. And then it expands with the IoT hub for complex intermittent machines and third-party sensors. It expands further with motor current signature analysis. And most recently, it expands with the multi-channel piezo sensing solution and our alliance with Wilcoxon for paper machines and other large critical assets in challenging environments. A final aspect of this transformation and a theme with our afternoon speakers is how to complement this comprehensive ecosystem, how our platform interfaces with your other systems, including legacy software. Every plant depends on critical machinery, a series of rooms like this, with machines that have to work. But a typical plant has a dozen or many dozen process areas like this, thousands of individual machines. And that is why a comprehensive machine health platform is needed, like what KCF provides, because no individual equipment manufacturer can deliver a comprehensive solution to all of your needs. It's also why KCF must recognize that we cannot deliver the entire solution alone. We need to be open, and we are. Open to data integrations into your maintenance software, whether it's Maximo, SAP, or another. Open to implementing other types of sensors, like pressure, ultrasound, oil, and motor current with our IoT hub. And open to alliances, like with Fuchs for lubrication optimization, Seam Group for electrical system services, and Mobius Institute for training, all of whom are presenting this afternoon. This openness, integration, and collaboration are a key part of fielding a solution at scale, building upon initial value to deliver a comprehensive solution to your entire enterprise. So, thank you once again for being here with us this week, for dedicating your time to this important work. Let us continue to listen and to share and to collaborate and learn best how to create value, to scale, and to drive action with technology that elevates people, pushing toward the future with zero injuries, zero waste, and zero unplanned downtime. Thank you very much.